Hello friends, welcome to a new video where we'll be discussing how to reverse a given linked list. So this is the list that we have three nodes, and the head is currently pointing to the first node whose value is 2, then 4, then 5, and then 5, the node next to 5 is null. So this is we will in for this particular problem we'll be utilizing 2 to 3 variables to ensure that we keep a track of each and every individual node. And what we need to do is from the current scenario where 2 is the next node of 2 is 4, what we need to do is we need to make the next node of 4 to 2 and the next node of 2 to null, and the 5 is currently pointing to null, so we need to point it back to 4. So this is our objective, and to achieve that we will need to maintain 3 variables. One is the previous, then that is the previous node, current node, and next node. So if we maintain these 3 variables, we'll be easily able to reverse the direction of given linked list. Now let us take a look using while loop how we can achieve that. So in the first loop, it will check what is the current node. The current node value is 2, and the first objective of is to reverse the direction of this node which is pointing to 4. So what we are doing is initially setting the previous node value to null, which is being set here, and then the current is pointing to head. So in the second step you can see here that current dot next, so current is nothing but 2, and current dot next we are assigning previous value which is null. So that's why 2 is now pointing to null in this step. And in the next step we can see that 2 is now being shifted, has been assigned to previous variable. So 2 will be shifted to this particular column, that is under previous. And then in the last step, next. So what was the next node to 2 earlier? 4. So 4 will be shifted to current. So the next was the next value, the next node of current node was 4, and that will be declared as current variable. So now once that is done, we can figure out that 2 is now pointing to null and 4 is pointing to 5. So now we enter the second loop. So always when it enters the second loop, it will check whether the current value is null or not. So since 4 is not null, so it enters into this loop, and as per previous loop, what will happen is the previous value will be assigned to the current dot next. So 4 will be pointing to 2. So 4 will get pointed to 2 in this step, because previous was 2 earlier, right? So 4 is pointing to 2, and then 4 will be assigned back to previous variable. So 4 will now be previous, and then 5, which was the next node of 4, will be shifted to current node variable. And we know that after 5 is currently the next node is null, so then we'll just write it as null. So for the third loop, the current node value will be 5. So we have already reversed the values for the first 2 nodes. Now we are left with the third node whose direction needs to be reversed. So as per previous loops, in the third loop as well, 5 will be directing towards the next node of 5 will be pointing to 4. So that will be achieved in this second step, because previous was 4. So current dot next, that is 5 dot next, will be 4, which will be pointing to 4. Then again we need to push the current node to previous value, and the current dot next, that is null, has to be pushed to current node. So that will be assigned here, and now it will again go back to go for the fourth loop. So when it tries to enter the loop for the fourth time, since the current node value is already null, so it won't be able to enter the while loop. It will come outside and it will simply return the previous value. Previous value was 5. So now 5 will act as your head, and if you keep checking for the next node of 5, it will show as 4. For 4, if you check the next node, it will be 5. For 2, if you check the next node, it will be null. So you can see that it has the given linked list has been completely reversed. So I hope you have understood the logic for reversing the linked list. If you still need to practice this, you can find out the code link in the description given below. Thanks for watching this video.